How's it going, everyone? Thank you for joining me. Let's get into this video. We are talking about Billy Carson's live rant. I did not watch the entirety of it, but we were talking about just in general his rant after his L to his spiritual Christian debate. I didn't watch it. I don't follow him. I've seen him a couple of times on Black Magic 363's podcast. And shout out Gemini Brown. He just made a video about him explaining more in depth what he does. You can go check that out. But here today, speaking of Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, sextile, and Pluto in Aquarius, this karmic lessons for the teachers, and it's retrograde. So dealing with teachings and philosophies, dealing with the past and people's characters and behind closed doors and morals and values and principles and all those amazing things. My point is, I'm not stirring the pot or tea. It's just that wise men learn from the mistakes of others rather than make the same mistakes themselves in seeking higher power or working with the collective, what I'm saying, and egos and things of that nature. So, a couple pointers. He showed to this man's house allegedly at 2 a.m. Allegedly that they had a contract, so now he's going to sue. He made a live, but let's just jump straight into this karmic energy that's coming for these spiritual leaders. This is just part one of a 3-part series dealing with other spiritual leaders, and just folks in higher positions that people or that they're just stepping out and being the example for the universe. So Billy Carson, first thing that we can learn from is emotional regulation. Accepting criticism and setbacks with composure or bearing, as we use that term in the military. It prevents impulsivity. You know what I'm saying? Is it even true about the contract? Like, if you had a contract, you could have been more professional with whatever placement is in the 10th house. Or when we had Venus transit from Capricorn, and now it's in Aquarius, dealing with associations, long-term contracts, boundaries and restrictions, and respect and associations. So, is it true about the contract? Because that's getting away from the initial point. So, when you get emotionally aroused, you start to stir and have deterrence. So, the lessons that we can learn is to just explain your perspectives without overreacting, because overreacting, it comes across as excuses. You're stammering over your words. Address these things openly. If you're gonna do a live, maybe do an open panel for questioning. Maybe just have a live, not just pleading your case, but just intend to grow and move forward with making content and address it while it comes across your desk. Because there's two ways: there's avoidance, and then there's saving face and doing damage control. So learn to have emotional regulation. Point two: staying focused on the bigger picture. Stay focused on bigger picture, because bigger folks, they may never want to debate with you again, or folks with a larger audience. Let's just say that, not dealing with ego, but folks with larger, broader, more audiences. Stay focused on the bigger picture, because they may not want to debate with you, and even if they do, it may not come across serious to them or to the audience. They might just be reaching out to a new audience or a bigger platform, or just expanding themselves and not taking you seriously based off of not just how you handled a loss, but how you didn't come prepared to that, and then didn't come prepared for taking that L, or being critical of yourself, or acknowledging where you went wrong and presenting the facts and just moving on. A debate is a debate. So stay focused on the bigger picture. Always moving forward, whether you win or you lose, you live to fight another day. You live to debate another day. You live, and by living, you experience, and by experiencing, you come together. You recollect yourself via other people as well. Instead of debating the legality. That's another lesson we can learn. And then there is accountability versus defensiveness. Emotional intelligence, resilience, and authenticity, and self mastery is what you get from accountability, and it's what you also gain in wisdom when you come across being defensive. And emotional intelligence. Intelligence goes beyond information. It is applied information, similar to wisdom, but on the left brain spectrum. Resilience and authenticity. When you're being defensive, you're defending something that is authentic to you. So you have to transform that energy through the emotional intellect that comes across as vulnerability. Because when you're presenting something that's intelligent, there is a potential outcome that um, your intellectual terminology will not land on the ears, especially with Mercury in Sagittarius. So that's how that's playing out right now with that circumstance. So in building that resilience is having patience and having grace with yourself and others. And even something's flying off the tongue the wrong way, you're not defending it. You're acknowledging how it came across. You're acknowledging its application to this set right here. And self mastery, just mastering self, mastering the ego, and that's the lessons that I took away from the Billy Carson. His live, it's like a 3 hour live. I didn't watch that, but it's not good. It gets off topic, but those are just the points when you learn from the mistakes of others, the mistakes that he made, not using